You are about to take the test of English proficiency.
Test of English Proficiency. This test will measure your ability in using and understanding English as a foreign language. It consists of listening and reading sections. Listen or read the instructions carefully before you do the test. Do not take notes or write anything during the test. Read the 4 possible answers that appear on the screen and choose the best answer. Mark all your answers by clicking on the bullet next to the best answer that you have chosen. Listening section. In this section of the test, you will have an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to understand spoken expressions, questions, conversations, and talks in English. There are 3 parts in this section. Answer all questions based on what is stated or implied by the speakers you hear, or on what you understand about the information said by the speakers. Remember, you should not take notes or write anything at any time during the test. If you do so, you can be assumed cheating for the test and your score might be cancelled. Part 1. Responses. Directions. In Part 1, you will hear expressions or questions. The expressions or questions will not be repeated. After you hear an expression or a question, read the 4 possible answers that appear on the screen and choose the best answer that correctly responds to the expression or question you hear. Then, click on the bullet next to the best answer that you have chosen. Here is an example. On the recording you hear,
"Hi, Amir. Long time no see. Where have you been?"
On the screen, you read,
I see. I have a long story to tell you. Hi, buddy. I was overseas for a short course. Yeah, Steve has been out for a long time. I have been waiting here for you since dawn.
The best response to the expression, "Hi, Amir. Long time no see. Where have you been?" is, "Hi, Booty. I was overseas for a short course." So, you should click on the bullet next to this option. Now, let's start with the first question.
Number 1.
I need $400 for my tuition fee, but the bank has turned down my application for a loan.
Number 2.
By the way, have the transcripts been reviewed yet?
Number 3.
Are you sure she will finish the proposal before 10 this morning? Part 2. Conversations. Directions. In Part 2, you will hear conversations between 2 people. Each of the conversations will be followed by 1 or more questions. The conversations and the questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers that appear on the screen and choose the best answer. Then, click on the bullet next to the answer you have chosen. Listen to the example. On the recording, you hear,
"Sorry, I'm late."
What happened? Did you lose your way?
No, I had to work overtime finishing the report for tomorrow's meeting. It's a very busy time for us this week.
Why was the man late? On the screen, you read,
He lost his way. He missed his bus. He was in a meeting. He had to work extra hours.
From the conversation, the best answer to the question, "Why was the man late?" is, "He had to work extra hours." Therefore, you should click on the bullet next to this option. Remember, you are not allowed to take notes or write anything during the test.
Number 4.
Do you know where Unita lives? I want to give her this package. I've been waiting for her these 3 days, but she's never shown up.
Have you checked at the administration office? I guess they have all the data of the students there.
What does the woman suggest the man do?
Number 5.
I can't seem to get my motorcycle started. I have checked each part of the machine and everything seems just all right.
Maybe you just need to check the tank.
What does the woman mean? Questions 6 to 7 refer to the following dialogue.
Here, try this and tell me what you think of it.
It's delicious. It's sweet and a little spicy. Did you make it yourself?
Yes, it's a family recipe. Actually, I haven't tried it for quite a long time, since I moved here in fact. But it seems that I haven't lost my touch.
Would you mind sharing the recipe with me? You know, next week my parents are visiting me here. I want to surprise them and give them a good impression.
What a show-off! No, I wouldn't mind at all, as long as you help me finish my essay. I've read the articles the professor recommended, but still I don't have any idea about what to say.
Don't worry about it. That's what friends are for.
Number 6. What does the woman offer the man to try? Number 7. How did the woman learn the recipe?
Part 3. Mini Talks. Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear several talks. After each talk, you will hear several questions. The talks and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers that appear on the screen and choose the best answer. Then, click on the bullet next to the answer you have chosen. Here is an example. On the recording, you hear,
The powerful healing properties of plants, spices, minerals, and fruit have been used for centuries. 10 everyday ingredients gathered from all over the world can be used to treat common ailments and injuries. There is no need for expensive prescriptions. You will find most of these remedies in your cupboard or under the sink. The first ingredient is aloe vera. Scientists are not sure how it works, But the gel you get when you cut a leaf of an aloe vera plant is rich in anti-inflammatory compounds as well as a chemical called bradykinase that acts as a topical painkiller. You can buy products containing aloe vera, but there's no substitute for the real thing. The plant is easy to grow on a kitchen windowsill and thrives on neglect. To soothe sunburn, cuts, piles, and minor burns, wash the affected area thoroughly with soap and water. Then cut a chunk off a leaf, slice it lengthways, and squeeze out the gel. Apply a generous coating to the injured area and repeat 2 or 3 times a day.
Listen to a sample question.
What does the talk mainly discuss?
On the screen, you read,
The curing power that aloe vera offers. 10 ingredients that aloe vera consists of. How to treat common ailments and injuries. Why there's no substitute for aloe vera.
The best answer to the question, what does the talk mainly discuss, is the curing power that aloe vera offers. Therefore, you should click on the bullet next to this option. Remember, you are not allowed to take notes or write anything during the test.
Questions 8 to 9 refer to the following talk.
The Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure ever built. It was built to protect one of the Chinese kingdoms. Much of what remains of the wall today was built during the Ming Dynasty in the late 1400s, although parts of the wall are much older and go back to around 200 BC. The wall is about 35 feet high, or 11 meters, and a stone roadway runs along the top of it. The main part of the wall stretches for about 2,000 miles. That is about 3,400 kilometers.
Number 8. When was the Great Wall finished? Number 9. How long is the Great Wall? Questions 10 to 11 refer to the following talk.
Today we will talk about how friendships can be fattening. Researchers say that they have found fatness can spread from person to person in social groups. When one person gains weight, close friends often gain weight too. The study was published in July 2007 in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study showed that when a person becomes severely overweight, there is a 57% chance that one of their friends will put on weight too. A sister or brother of the overweight person has a 40% chance of gaining weight. The increased risk for a wife or a husband is a little less than that. The researchers say more studies into the idea of socially spread obesity could provide new ways to fight fat. If friends help make fatness acceptable, then they could also be influential in the fight against obesity. The researchers note that support groups are already an effective tool in dealing with other socially influenced health problems like alcohol dependence.
Number 10. What is the main idea of the talk? Number 11. Why do the researchers mention alcohol dependence?